Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw for Insider Travel Report, and I'm here this time in San Diego at the Hotel Del Coronado, one of my favorite hotels for a variety of reasons, at the Signature Travel Network Owners Meeting. And I'm here with a woman that I've interviewed many times in the past because there's always something going on with technology. It's Karen Yates, who is the Executive Vice President. I always get your information and technologies for Signature Travel Network. And Karen always has something going on. And I'm sure she's going to tell us about that later. But we're actually interviewing before her presentation, so I'm cheating a little bit. But so we're going to try to see what's going on with technology at Signature Travel Network. And you'll find out about that and more on Insider Travel Report. Karen, first of all, it's great to see you here at the owners meeting.
Yes, thank you. It's great to have you here.
Yeah, and so there's a lot going on. And one of the things I wanted to start off with, because you've been talking about it for a few years now, everyone's talking about AI. And so how is Signature using AI today, and of course it's ever evolving, I assume, to help its members?
Well, we have quite a lot of things that we're working on. The first is some generative AI projects. So we have rolled out over the past several months the ability for advisors to use our generative AI tool to generate quotes and send emails to their clients. They can do comparisons between hotels and things like that. We also launched today a new advisor bio tool. So they can go into their platform, into Signet in the platform. We can see the products they sell and the destinations that they sell and do some key highlights, and it will write them a beautiful bio for them to be able to.
So it's a automatic bio for all your members, right?
Yes, for all the advisors.
That's great.
And then we have a hotel search that's launching soon for using AI also. So it's looking at the signature hotels and then looking at consumer reviews and providing feedback and helping the advisors find the right properties for their clients based upon their search. And then we also have an AI companion that we'll be releasing soon that will allow them, it will follow them around inside Signet, which is our intranet, and they can ask it to summarize pages. They can ask it to create social media posts with hashtags and whatever else that they might need. You can tell it, hey, I'm going to be doing a reel on Instagram, use this promotion to create that for me, and it will be able to do all of that for them.
So you're basically adapting Signature programs and Signature information to use in an AI tool, correct?
Yes. So it's enhancing what we had previously to take advantage of AI, and also the massive amount of data that's available on the open web that's not inside of our platform, and being able to combine those two things.
Now, from your talks to all of your members, are your advisors, your agencies afraid of AI, or do they think it really can help?
Not at all. I haven't, and I think it's kind of when the internet first came out, this fear that AI was going to take over and they were going to lose their jobs, because remember, everybody was saying that too about the internet. And I feel like people have realized now it's here to stay. It's part of the landscape now. So what do we do with it to enhance what we do? But that customer service element and your high touch with your clients is not going away, but you can really use AI to speed up some of the things that you did previously. Packing lists, comparative information for them about hotels, helping direct them to the right properties, comparisons on cruises and so forth, all easily available at the fingertips now.
Well, beyond AI, you also have developed a lot of other tools over the years and in different areas. How about cruises? What are you doing in the cruise side now for technology?
So we, of course, have SigCruise Pro, which is our cruise booking engine that we have in partnership with Odysseus, and that's fully integrated into our system on Signet also. But this is actually, you're getting to hear this today before my presentation tomorrow, but we are very close to launching a platform called Storybook. And it's the importance of telling the story and guiding the message to your clients and leading them into the right information to help them select the right cruise for themselves. And it has AI baked throughout the whole thing. You'll see a video tomorrow showing you how that will work. But it will be replacing our current cruise search, but also will be fully integrated with the SIG Cruise Pro product. It will be transformational, the product.
Well, clearly, because all the travel advisors always are saying, my client says they don't want to cruise, and I'm like, what do you mean by that? Because there's so many different kinds of cruises.
Absolutely.
That you need to kind of figure out exactly what that. I can't believe they're going to hate every kind of cruising.
Correct.
Because whether it's river cruising or expedition cruising or small ship or big ship, there's got to be something that they would like, right?
Of course, and the tool has, it's called a human factor score, so you can tell it, it's a first-time cruiser, tell me how to sell this to a first-time cruiser. What kinds of activities do they like? Are they interested in culinary? Are they interested in more in art and so forth? And it helps them choose, and it gives it a score that you can share with your clients, and then it compares and tells them why that product better serves what their needs are.
And that's instant sale, right? After that.
Well, that's the goal.
That's the goal. So now, all right, then another area is hotels, and I know you've actually fuddled around with and done hotel booking tools and things like that. Where are you with that? And you mentioned a little bit about the AI side where you're working with that, but what are you doing on the hotel side with technology?
So last year, right after our owners meeting, we launched our new hotel booking engine, and that was with Navitrip. And we are now just getting that ready for a B2C implementation, so our agencies can have it on their websites and use it for their consumers to self-book when they're not open for business. And we are going to make that available at no cost to all of our members. So they will be able to have that on their websites and help attach it to a cruise, for instance. So Storybook, which I told you about a minute ago for cruises, is also being developed for hotels. So allowing people to put together packages and to sell together the hotel and the cruise and tell that story, sharing it with the client in a live environment.
Now, is that something that hangs on their websites and that actually a client could book, or what?
Not Storybook. Storybook is an advisor.
Story
because it is for telling the story, which is the advisor's role. So Storybook right now is only designed for B2B.
But the booking tool, it can hang on the website, right?
So the full integration will be there. The advisor will come into Signet. They will shop for their hotel, they'll shop for their cruises, they're telling their clients about it, they're sharing that information with them, and then right from there, they can click to book, right from that inside that platform.
So they can do it right there in the whole platform. So you can really do, as you said, combine hotels and cruises and everything else. Now, you've also done a lot of work with apps over the years, and you've had the work, actually you give it to clients, if I recall. What is the status of that? What are you working on with apps?
Are you talking about itinerary apps, for instance?
Itinerary apps and everything else. Yeah.
So we have a partnership with Access Travel app. We have a platform. It's called Pocket Travel. We still offer that to our members at a very reduced cost, and they have integrations done with various CRMs and so forth. So that's the platform we're still using very successfully. We have quite a lot of advisors that are still using that platform.
Because I know that years ago, itinerary apps were all the rage, and Access was one of the original ones.
Yes,
right?
It was one of the very first.
And then I think it was purchased, and now you are using that app.
Yes, we still have a partnership with North Star Travel Media, who is just also.
Oh, I know them. Yes, I've heard of them.
Yes, of course. And so we still have that partnership with them, and as I mentioned, most of our agencies are still using that. So it's, a few years ago, I had to explain here what an itinerary app even was and orient people to that. Now the great news is everyone is using them, so it's easy to explain it. It's just that next step of making sure the integration is easy, and it's easy for advisors to add their travel information and distribute that to their clients.
And now all you have to do is explain all of the AI stuff on the market, right? Because as you found out, you're using kind of AI, but to your purposes. And everybody seems to be doing that. Seems to be the trend, because each organization can have a different AI. In fact, different agencies within your network can be using AI in their own ways, right?
Of course, and they are. And that's encouraged. We're just doing it with our own content. We have the Storybook platform has amazing rich media. You'll see the video tomorrow, so you'll be able to see what it's going to bring to the table. It's incredible. And then it combines it with the AI.
Well, what does the future hold for technology? You've always been cutting edge. One of the things everybody said about Signature and due a lot to you and your team is you were always at the kind of launch person to do certain technologies for many, many years. But what do you see the future be? Now we're in an AI mode where everybody is trying to get these different AI tools, and you've gotten a lot of them out. But what's next?
For us, it all comes back to data. and connecting data and being able to see it all in a large scale with large data sets and be able to make predictions and make better selections and automate messaging to clients based upon behaviors. And we are launching an enterprise data strategy that we will be starting before the end of this year, and that's where all the focus will be, is driven from the database decisions.
And the data is everything, and you've been acquiring data for many, many years, and now you're going to start using it all over the place. You are now.
We are, and one of the challenges for a company like ours who's been around for a really long time, we have data in many different places. Some of that data is siloed, not all of it's together, so pulling together a whole strategy and an enterprise solution for bringing all that data together and then being able to see it as a whole picture.
Okay, well, I really am anticipating your talk tomorrow. We're here on the very first day of this, and this was the time Karen had. We may have to come back, and as she said, we have to change our outfits, though.
Yes.
But we'll see what happens tomorrow. I'm very eager to see that, and of course the video and all the stuff that you're doing. Anything else you want to get out there to your members or to travel advisors as a whole about technology and signature?
It's all about you, and that's the driving force behind everything, is giving you the flexibility to use the tools that you want to use, using the tools that we make available to you, and trying to help make you more efficient and being able to service your clients. And we think the same way about our members as they do about their clients. So enabling that relationship and making sure the solutions work for them. And if they have feedback, we are happy to hear it. We like it.
No, and I know you've been great at developing all these tools, and now that we're in the new AI era, I guess I'd say, and so now you're actively adopting those tools as well. So Karen, I want to thank you for taking the time. I know it's a busy time for you, and during the owners meeting, and tomorrow you got your big presentation, and I'll be there.
Great. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
I'm James Shillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel.